And hi, everybody. Welcome back to the El Dorado in Reno, Nevada. The road to the 2016 Big Sky Basketball Championship starts here, and the hashtag Road to Reno starts here. It's the Big Sky Basketball Media Day. I'm John Oglesby with the Big Sky Conference. We're joined by the head coaches of the Sacramento State basketball programs. Brian Katz, the head coach of the men's program. Bunky Harkleroad, the head coach of the women's program. First off, fellas, great to sit down with you for a couple minutes. I've talked with you both a little bit off camera about this, but this is really, just a couple hours away from Sacramento. Really a great opportunity. Brian, if you want to start, what are you most excited about with this neutral site conference tournament in Reno?
Well, number one, we're all excited that a year in advance we all know where it's going to be and that all 12 teams are in. That's huge, but obviously for us it's a little bit inside of 2 hours. Let's call it a 2-hour ride. We'd like to think that our fans will really come up and support us, so we feel like it is an advantage for us.
Yeah. Bunky, how about you?
We're equally as excited. Obviously, a central location and everybody being in the tournament brings another level of excitement, but obviously the logistics and the travel, this is ideal for us as opposed to some of the other venues in the conference.
Absolutely. So, it's interesting, you two have both led successful programs at Sacramento State and programs that continue to build. Bunky, I want to start with you. Last season, you finished second in the league, do pretty well, get in, to some postseason tournaments. What's really been kind of the trajectory that you've tried to create with Sacramento State women's basketball?
We're just trying to be the best us and to get better every day. Trying to, from recruiting, better players to making sure we're doing a better job in the classroom, a better job in the weight room, and just really trying to focus on being the best version of us that we can possibly be every day.
Yeah, I want to ask you about a couple of your players. Gretchen Harrigan and Adele Randall. Those are two, they combined for almost 20 points a game, or over 20 points a game. Really leaders on that team. How do you view them as a coach?
Well, they're going to be very important parts to our team this year. Both of them are capable scorers. Gretchen and Adele are both capable of playing multiple positions for us. They will definitely have to step up and assume strong leadership roles for us to have a good season, and they've done a great job so far this preseason. So both versatile players, both hard-nosed individuals, and great to coach.
Absolutely. Brian, it's interesting. We have to say, first off, you're a Sacramento State alum, so that's kind of an interesting thing. What's it like to coach the school that you went to?
I think, to be honest, there's some real advantages to that. And also, I've lived in the community for all but 6 years of my life, so I think that, there's some definite inroads and some things you know about, some help you can get, and some things that you're very aware of. I think it's an advantage, but also it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You have a lot of people that you care about that are tracking you and are able to follow you.
Yeah, 21-12 your record last season. That's a record for the school in wins. Also your first postseason appearance. You've been kind of building certainly the last few years, but what did the last year really bring as far as a new level of expectation for the program?
I think last year probably sort of legitimized us, as a legitimate program. The key will be, can you sustain it? Now, that's yet to be seen. But the excitement that was generated last year, coming a basket away from winning the title, and then of course we would have hosted. Just certainly you would have, could have, should have, but just the idea that was actually a possibility really created a lot of excitement in our town. Absolutely.
So it's interesting. You two both have some good non-conference schedules. Brian, you got a game at Arizona State on November 13th. I've asked this of a few coaches because I find it interesting, and I think fans do too, but the non-conference, how do you view the non-conference? And Brian, we'll start with you.
Well, you want to win every game.
Yeah.
You can. So, our goals are always the same. It's to get better every day, win the next game, and have more fun than any team in the country. I always tell them, if we don't do 1 and 2 a lot, we're not going to have the most fun of any team in the country. So when you talk about winning in non-conference, this year we have 6 at home, 5 on the road. It's the first time we've ever had more home games than road games in the preseason, which is huge. It matters. They all matter. They really do. In the process, if you can develop a team and get better, that's obviously the goal. But if you can win as well, that's really important.
Yeah. Bunky, how about you? How do you like to use the non-conference?
Well, there's a couple sides to that. Obviously, our main goal is to win the Big Sky Championship, and we want to prepare ourselves and make sure that we're battle tested and ready to go We also want to compete at the highest level and play great teams and great programs. And then there's also the mid-major effect where it helps us sustain our program through the summer with some guaranteed games here and there. But we believe we can win every game we schedule.
Yep.
And ultimately want to set ourselves up to be successful in league play.
No doubt about that. Again, we're joined by the head coaches of Sacramento State, Brian Kantz, Bucky Harkleroad. Bucky, you guys have broken records for three-pointers in the NCAA. What is it about the three ball in your mind that's such a valuable asset in gameplay?
Well, it creates a lot of opportunities for us. It's just such a big part of what we do in terms of everything from the mathematical side of it. We don't like our opponents to shoot a lot of threes. We value the long ball. It's part of our. It's just part of our identity. It creates a lot of opportunities for us in terms of offensive rebounds. And to be honest, the team I inherited, the team we have, we've got some pretty good shooters. As opposed to, we just have kids that can do that.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Kind of a fun question. We've asked a few different people, but want to do the same for you. Coaching, we know, it's an intense profession. It's a lot of fun. You talked about fun. But there's a lot of time that it takes to be good at it and to create a successful team. What do you both like to do when you get that time away from coaching, when you don't have to necessarily be on the hardwood? Coach Brian, we'll start with you.
I was going to have you have Bunky go first because I got to think about that a little bit. I have 5 children. I like to be with my family, my wife and kids, and whatever spins off of that's good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm never bored. I'm never bored. You don't have a lot of free time, and there's 10,000 things I can do that bring me joy. But spending time with family and friends, reading a book. Sacramento is a great place to be outside.
Yeah.
Just a lot of great things to do, and mainly things to do with sports and being outside.
Awesome. Well, those sound like some good things right there. You are right. Sacramento is a good place to be outside. Final question, and then we'll let you both go. Again, your fan base over the past couple of years, for both of you, has continued to strengthen and grow. Bucky, we'll start with you. What's your message to your fans as we're, again, less than a month away from the start of the season?
Well, we want it to be a great fan experience, but we really strive to be the most exciting women's basketball team in the country. And we don't want to disappoint our fans. We want them to see bodies flying and a fast-paced, exciting game, and it helps if we win.
Yeah.
So
it always does.
We want our fans to leave our games saying, man, that team really played hard. They really played their hearts out, and it was fun to watch. We want them to get their money's worth.
Awesome. Brian?
Well, we always tell our players this, and I really do believe this. I always tell our players that at some point in time in the game, every single person in that gym should say, I would love to be a part of that team. Because of the energy, the commitment, the communication, the love, the effort. We really do want our fans to feel that way. And I tell our guys, if you're doing your job, we have one of our assistant coaches has a 90-year-old grandmother who's in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
At some point in time, she should be so moved, she feels like she can stand up and go Hornets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I got you.
we strive for that. We'll see how that goes.
Definitely like the community involvement, there's no doubt. Brian Kantz, Bucky Harkleroad, fellas, best of luck this year. Really hope to see good things out of you, and we look forward to seeing you in Reno in March.
All right, thank you.
Thanks so much.
All right,
Appreciate
that
it.
is no problem. Thank you both.
Here.
All right, that's the head coach, Sacramento State.
Oops.
Yeah, we're not going like that.
Just trying to speed the program along here.
I got you. We're going to send it to break first, and then we'll take the mics off. Back in a moment. Up next on the lineup this morning, we have Montana. So the Montana Grizzlies will join us on the live stream next. That's coming up after this short break on the 2015-16 Big Sky Basketball Media Day.